What is going on? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Slackers, bringing you guys our next matchup. And the everyone is here. No, wrong tournament. This is the upgraded tournament. The other one's done. This is the upgraded tournament, meaning, well, what is the upgraded tournament? In case anybody's new, let me run over this little talk spiel thing. Basically, a bunch of characters put into a tournament, but they could only be characters that can be upgraded into playable characters. So, you know, assist trophies, spirits, me costumes, that sort of stuff. So that's what this whole tournament is based around. Each day on the channel, I upload one of the matches, except for Sundays. And then we vote between one of the two. You can vote for both, keep in mind, but vote for one of the two. Who would you rather have as an upgraded character in Smash Ultimate? And then, well, we go till this whole thing is done. But, yeah, let me throw up the rules here real quick. All right, rule number one. You got to be open-minded for this tournament. Why? You got to be open-minded to the possibility that there could be another character that gets upgraded into playable character status. All right, that's the whole purpose of this tournament. But next rule. You only get one vote per person, so please keep it fair that way. Please keep it fair. The next rule after that, how do you vote? Simple, down in the comments, type the name of the character you're voting for. Just say, I vote for, and then you fill in the blank for whoever you're voting for. But again, you can vote for both by saying, I vote both. Simple. Rest of the rules for this tournament, it's a double elimination tournament, meaning a character has to lose 2 times overall before being officially eliminated. Then once we get to the results to determine the winner and loser of each individual match, if there happens to be a tie in the votes, we're going to flip a coin on camera. Best and fairest way to break a tie. And then each match I'm voting on only lasts for just 1 week. That's it for the rules. Let's get to the rest of the video. So we got to go over the results from last week. Yeah. The results for the matchup were between Bandana Waddle Dee, who was taking on Waluigi. And let's just see who won this one. Bandana Waddle Dee ended up winning 49 votes. That's a lot for this tournament. 49 votes to Waluigi's 32. Usually 32 is enough to get you a win, but yeah, this definitely had way more combined votes than the usual matchup, which is pretty cool because against the winner's bracket, you got 2 very popular first-party characters, but congrats to Bandana Waddle Dee moving on to the next round. Unfortunately, now I hate this character for the rest of eternity. I'm just messing with you. Bandana Waddle Dee's still top 7, top 8 character that I personally want. It doesn't affect. Oh, he beat Waluigi. Oh well, so what? It doesn't matter. It's a nice little fan tournament, but oh well, it is what it is. Congrats though to him. Waluigi drops to the loser bracket. But let's talk about the match today, which is another extremely good one. Both these characters always do well in these tournaments, so unfortunately one of them is going to have to lose this matchup, but we won't find that out until next Monday. But the matchup today, we have Rayman from Rayman. Yeah, it's always a weird segue into that. It's like Rayman's from Rayman. Oh, really? Okay. But Rayman's opponent, Tails, Sonic series. Let's jump into it, shall we? So Rayman's up first. Now Rayman, I did a video on him last Monday? Yeah, I think that was last Monday. I'm pretty sure it was last Monday. But I went over character potential move sets and maybe spirits, the stage he could bring with him. So kind of really did a breakdown on him, which was pretty cool because at the same time, I knew a bit about Rayman going in, but there's a few things that I was able to kind of learn as well. So for me, it was awesome to, well, I guess just learn more about. But from what I already knew and what I expressed in the video, went over a big chunk of his moveset, what he could bring with him. And that was the fun part because Rayman is kind of got like a little bit of everything. So he's got projectiles he can play with. He could have some good range with his, with its hands because there's no arms attached to it. So, forward smash could reach pretty good length. He's got some nice, just all around like solid character, right? Like he's got a lot cool final smash. Everything. Like the moveset is so simple, so easy, and just so ready for Smash Bros. So Rayman's always, okay, I can't say always, but I'd say probably since little before Smash Ultimate got announced, Rayman was kind of a character that was on my radar. He's like, okay, yeah, he'd probably fit in Smash Bros. Coming from my opinion here, like, yeah, okay, sure. But the more that I kind of would think about Rayman a little bit, and I don't know, it's just kind of like, it was like that really slow build up to where it's like, okay, he's kind of jumping up my wanted list a little bit, little by little, And overall, I think Rayman would be one heck of a fantastic addition. Again, like I was saying, he's got the moveset super easy. There's no disputing that. Would have some really cool spirits. Bring in some really cool, just representation from his game. And so I seen this, and this one kind of blew my mind a little bit. I don't know if the person was being serious, but this person was going on and saying, all right, with back with Byleth, we had the Ubisoft, the Mii characters, right? We got the Altair, the Assassin's Creed Mii costume, and we got the Rabbids Mii costume. So that means Ubisoft is just not getting a character whatsoever. And I didn't know how to approach that at first. I was like, is this serious? It's like, oh, so the first time they get anything else but a spirit in the game that's not a playable character, it automatically writes out that company? Like, no. What? No? That was so weird. I don't know if anybody actually believes that, but I hope not. Like, is that a weird theory? A company got Mii costumes before they got a playable character, so that automatically means they can't have a playable character now? When Rayman, of all things, wasn't even a playable character. Well, obviously. He wasn't even a Mii costume. That's what I meant to say. So he wasn't a Mii costume. Yeah, he's a spirit, but we already seen with Min, upgrades can happen. So Rayman's got to be on the table, right? Nintendo and Ubisoft, they seem to work pretty well together. There's some sort of little rumor going around. Again, rumor. I don't take it with a big grain of salt, whatever that saying is. But it is that Ubisoft is working on Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle, a crossover, a second one, like a sequel to it. And personally, as a fan of the first one, I would love to see that second one. I would love to see it, because that game sold tremendously well, right? So Ubisoft and Nintendo, they seem to have a good partnership, right? Rayman still seems like that oddball that's left out of the roster. It's like, we have a third-party character, but he's only a spirit. What? I looked at the Mii costumes, the ones that they got back when Byleth was released. I looked at that as maybe that was a better sign for Rayman and his chances moving forward, right? Because again, he's pretty big in Japan. He's not big in Japan that well. His games don't sell too crazy over there. But he's pretty big in the United States, and he's pretty big in Europe. 2 of the 3 major regions. I don't know if that's something Sakurai and his team and Nintendo talked about. Like, all right, the other regions really seem to like it. Maybe we could get this to work. I don't know. Rayman seems like a perfect fit, though, for Smash Bros. I gotta say that. Seems like a perfect fit. But maybe his opponent seems like a perfect fit as well, right? Like I was in a message board and I was on this topic a few days ago, and it was discussing if there were no first-party characters, if there's no third-party characters in Smash Bros. Right now, which series out of everything would be the first series to deserve 2 reps? And there's a pretty big majority of people that were saying the Sonic series, especially with the rivalry Nintendo and Sega had, in the 90s, and then, well, hey, now they work very well together. Sonic's been in 3 straight Smash games, and still the only playable Sonic character when there's so many easy routes to take. You could just make Shadow an Echo Fighter, a semi-Echo. People are still okay with that idea. People want to see Shadow, so give us Shadow. Give us Tails. You can still use Sonic as that base model and then warp him into Tails from there, Just like, all right, Sonic, maybe he got a spin dash, maybe he's got whatever. It could work. People want to see Tails. Like this tournament, again, very small channel I have. Nobody pays attention to me. But from the results that we do get, Tails is consistently one of the higher up characters. Tails had like a top 3 finish in one of the earlier tournaments I did, which is crazy. Which is absolutely, that goes to show people still will find if you talk about Tails and Smash Bros, people will find a way to, well, I guess, see the video in my case, and they will voice their opinion. They'll voice their support for him, which they still want to see. It's like, yeah, how does Sonic series still only have the 1 playable rep? I don't know. Maybe it's just Nintendo. Maybe it's just them saying, you know what? We're okay with Sonic. We don't know. We really don't know. I mean, look at everything we've gotten from him overall, right? Shadow is an assist trophy. Knuckles is an assist trophy. Tails does have a Mii costume. Knuckles has a Mii costume as well. Eggman's a legendary spirit. Tails is a support spirit for up special moves. So, they have a ton. They got, 2 stages in Smash Bros., I believe? Yeah, 2 stages? There's not 3, is there? No, there's 2. Anyway, like, they got so much representation, but it still feels like they're lacking the playable character status. They're lacking in that department. Just a little, like a second one. I get it's still a big hurdle. Third party getting another character, especially from the same series, because that could kind of go over the wrong way with a lot of people as well. Because a lot of people still want to see, all right, we want to see these third party characters and franchises, but how about just one from this one from that one? We don't want to see. It's still a valid argument that I think does make sense. Does make sense. I want to see more third party characters, but it have to be from different franchises, different, you know. And I get that. I get that. Spread the love out a little bit. So, but I think the point is, Tails absolutely has the fan demand. Absolutely has potential. Like, come on. At this point, it's like, come on, all right? Just put a Sonic character alongside Sonic in Smash Bros. Like, come on now. Come on. I don't know. It would be interesting to see if Nintendo or Sega were to ever mention anything about that. Like, hey, why have we never gotten a second Sonic character? Maybe one of them just said, it's never been talked about. Maybe that's as simple as that. Nobody reached out. Nobody said, hey, what about this instead? I don't know. But for this one, this one's tough, actually. Wow. I just realized I have to vote. I guess, like, Rayman's still a character that's kind of been climbing up my my most wanted list. But I still think Tails is ahead of him. Still believe Tails is ahead of him. So Tails is going to get my vote today. Let me know who you guys got down in the comments. Tails, Rayman, or both. All good options. Anyway, that is it for today. So sneak peek for tomorrow's matchup. Tomorrow's matchup, we are going to have Midna, the assist trophy from Legend of Zelda, taking on Isaac, the assist trophy from Golden Sun. That's the matchup for tomorrow. And then we'll get the results between, I believe it was Dr. Eggman, who's taking on Gino, which that had a good chunk of votes as well. I think that's going to have more votes than the Waluigi Bandana D. So that should be fun to tally up. We'll see how that one played out. But that's tomorrow. Today's wrapping up. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.